Hello, my name is Juan. I'm presenting my Capstone project number 1 for the M2M Tech cohort 2. For this project, I decided to work with a dataset related to CO2 emissions in the world. This is the dataset that I imported for this information, and I also imported a dataset for countries by continent in order for later group them in the different corresponding continent. As you see, this is the continent dataset, and this is the emissions dataset, which will be seen a little bit better down here. As you see here, I decided to delete some columns because I was not working with those because they were not providing any useful information for my analysis. As you see, this is the column with the country name, and this information is going from 1990 until 2020, even though you can't see here because it's 32 columns wide, this dataset, and 264 rows height. So yeah, with that information I started to work. I started to do some cleaning on preparation of information. I ordered it in descending order, as you see, ascending falls here. And then I set up the column name for the further join that I was going to do. So in the continents dataset, I changed the name from country to country name just to make it match to the one in the dataset of the emissions. With that information changed, I was able to do the merge in form of inner joint in order to create a whole comprehensive dataset of country name with also the adding corresponding continent where they belong. As you see here, it's much more clear where the information is going from 1990 in this case until 2020. Okay. After that, I created the groups, and after that I started to do some metrics and calculations. For example, for the whole table, I calculated and created a new column for the total CO2 emissions in metric tons per person or per capita. That was added in a new column, and also I created a new column with the average number of tons of CO2 emitted per person per year in this case, right? So then I just ordered everything in descending order, and I just sliced it to just see the first 15, the top 15 of countries with more emissions, just to don't show the 264 countries. This is the data frame that you can see, the 15 countries, and here I started to create the visualization to show that in a more simpler way or more entertaining way. And the visualization is here. I created some legends for this, and I created different colors for each country. And as you can see, Qatar was the one with the most emissions during this period from 1990 to 2020, and the least one was Czech. After that, I started to create a new visualization just to show the total emissions through the years over this period of 1990 to 2020. For this, I just calculated the total amount, but now per year. So the total amount worldwide in 1990, 1992, 1992, 1993 until 2020, as you can see in this data frame, and that information was represented in this visualization, where you can see how the CO2 emissions have been reduced since 1990 to 2020. Further analysis was made by a continent. So for each continent I made the same, and it was shown and expressed in this visualization, this last visualization, where I decided to plot all of them together to show better the differences between continents, right? In this one, in the with the red line, you can see the total of Asian emissions. In the blue line, total of North American emissions. The yellow line, total African emissions. The purple line, total Oceanian emissions. And in green line, total South American emissions. Well, that's what I did for my first Capstone project. I hope this is good enough to keep going, and I will keep checking the following modules and following Capstone projects. Thank you so much.